If I asked you what it is that changes a person's life, if you're like a lot of people, you'd probably say it's some type of success. Get the promotion, make more money, build the business, write the book, grow the YouTube channel, reach your goals. And for a long time, I thought that too. I'll tell you about what I used to think. When I was younger, I imagined success as some type of destination. I thought once I get there, then I'll be disciplined. Then I'll feel confident. Then I'll become organized. Then life will make sense. The problem is, life doesn't usually work in that order. The character you think success will create is often the character required to create success in the first place. That realization changed everything for me. You see, order matters. Think about building a house. Nobody starts with the roof, they start with the foundation, then the framing, then the structure. And only much later does the finished house begin to look like something that's impressive. I think life works the exact same way. Responsibility comes first, results come later, and the problem is most of us are looking at someone else's finished house. Meanwhile, we're ignoring the years that they spent pouring into the foundation. My project has reinforced that lesson every single week. People might see a finished documentary, but what they don't see is dozens of hours of reading and research and writing and rewriting and recording and editing and checking sources and changing my mind, starting over. The list goes on and on. Success isn't one finished video, it's thousands of responsible decisions stacked on top of one another. That's true for almost everything worthwhile. Whenever I start focusing too much on the results, I'll stop asking myself, am I becoming the kind of person who can sustain what I'm asking for? And that's become one of my favorite questions because getting something and keeping something are often two different skills. Responsibility prepares you for both of them. One thing I've noticed is responsibility is rarely exciting. Nobody applauds you because you read today. Nobody gives you an award for keeping your word. Nobody celebrates just because you prepared thoroughly. Most responsible decisions happen quietly. But here's what's interesting. Eventually, those quiet decisions become visible. And then people call it success. They rarely see the responsibility underneath it. I'll tell you about my definition of success. If I'm honest, my definition of success has changed. I used to measure success by accomplishments, but today I measure it differently. Did I keep my word today? Did I improve? Did I act with integrity? Did I do the work, even when nobody was watching? And if I can answer yes to those questions, I consider that a successful day. Everything else is built on top of that. Here's something I would encourage you to think about. Instead of asking, how do I become successful? Try asking, who do I need to become? And that one decision or one question changes your focus. Instead of chasing outcomes, you start chasing the buildup of character. And character has a remarkable way of producing outcomes over time. You know, I have come to believe that responsibility is one of the greatest investments that a person can make. Not because it guarantees success, actually, nothing does, but because it guarantees growth. And I found that if I keep growing, the results usually take care of themselves. Success may open a door, but responsibility is what allows you to walk through it and stay there. Thanks for spending a little time with me today. I'll see you in the next conversation.